It's Sofia Franklyn. You are listening to Sofia with an F, and the F is for phenomenal. We talked a lot about porn. I mean, sex tips galore. I do want to get into your business, and because I know you're extremely tech savvy and you have a multi-million-dollar brand. Before we do that, the marriages. Yeah. I can't get over it because I'm 30 and I'm like, why am I not married? So I know now why. It's because I'm not being a bigger freak in bed. So now I know, but that's great. But walk me through each of these relationships. Like, who was the first dude?
So my first husband, I was 18 and he was 44. Okay. So he was a lot older than me. Okay. It was my sugar daddy's lawyer. Yes. He came in, my sugar daddy was in the bathroom or something like that. He gave me his number and he was like, when you're done with him, come to me. So I did.
Which is hot. Yeah. That's a hot thing to do. Right? It's a really up thing to do, but it's hot. I know. Like, he gives 0 fucks.
Yeah. So I moved in with him right away. I married him right away. And
what does that mean, right away? Like,
the next day or something. Yeah.
So you're with the sugar daddy. Yeah. The attorney comes and is like, here's my number. And then you're like, there's a moving company bringing my shit tomorrow.
I didn't even really have much clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just took my clothes and that's it.
But it was like you had a total of how many conversations with this man before you moved in?
1. Yeah. Then married him.
And married him.
Married him, and then I went through his old iPhone and I saw that he was married to and had 2 kids in Memphis. The family was living in Memphis and he would go visit them, right? And I had no idea. And so I got an annulment because it was only 2 weeks.
Well,
we were
also
only married for 2 weeks, so I just annulled it.
But also, if he's already married, did that marriage even count?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, so we don't even need to count that one. Fuck that one. But we want to count it.
I want to count it. Yeah, I want to count it. Then my second one was to a porn guy. He was a male performer. He picked me up. I met him on set. He picked me up from I was staying at this one guy's place and I was like, I can't be here anymore. He lived down the street. Met him one time on set, comes and picks me up. He wants to get married right away.
Elsa, I can't.
And then
you're hanging out with me after this and teaching me everything.
Listen to what happened though.
Okay, tell me.
We go to he was from England, so we go to a immigration lawyer, and the immigration lawyer is like, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not even supposed to be here. You shouldn't even be allowed in the U.S. You have drug trafficking charges. So the guy I was seeing used to traffic drugs. And I was like, you should have told me that before we got married, because now you're not even allowed here. Like, you need to go. You can't work. You can't nothing.
Was he trying to get a green card out of you?
I think so, but then I also don't think so. Okay. Because he was married to someone else when I met him, and they got divorced. So me and him could get married.
Okay. So maybe he
was already married to someone here. Right.
He could have just made that marriage work if he really needed
a green card. But it was impossible because he had drug trafficking charges.
Oh, so there's no green card to be had.
Yeah. So then he wouldn't leave. He destroyed I had a townhouse, destroyed all my stuff in it. So I called the cops, and he's not allowed in the U.S. ever again. Oh. So it's like the best restraining order.
That's huge. It was horrible. Now you guys are here.
So who says you and Alex won't be back on Call Her Daddy?
You never know.
So we had a bit of a falling out.
We did.
It was like a little. It was literally almost the same time that your whole situation happened.
Okay, well, no, the same time that I went back on Call Her Daddy after our first situation was the same time our falling out happened.
Yeah.
Hence why when she tweeted Sofia shaking, it was like inadvertently
Brooke was also shaking.
Right? I was shaking. I was at home shaking.
Very different scenarios here. But I mean, at the end of the day, letting a man fuck up a friendship at all is kind of dumb.
And just like the ugliest, not ugliest, but like just the most random man. It was like such an unimportant thing
that blew up so hard.
So you guys both fucked the same dude?
No.
Not no.
Yes, no.
We still can't actually. Can I say this? To this day, I think we still can't do a full agreement on the
Which is
situation. We just
fine.
chose to move on from it.
Which is fine.
This is what really happened though. So obviously the situation, I was in the wrong 100%, but it was like, I didn't think he was like super important. We all just like thought it was, or I thought it wasn't a big deal. It was like, whatever. And I came home and they were literally watching play by play, like every interaction that we had on the security tapes.
Tana and
the entire group of friends.
everybody.
Essentially, this was my fuck buddy, but I kind of liked him. Looking back, get a grip. You know what I mean? And it was also, again, like I even said in that era, was a very party fueled, fucked up fueled era. Same time as my tweet. And it was just a wild era. And I was hooking up with this guy. I think I liked him a little more than I wanted to admit. Brooke and I had just started becoming better than good friends, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
so you guys weren't like soul sisters.
we-
Like,
No, it was
No.
like in the beginning, really close.
Okay.
But like she was in the group chat, like she was in our friend group, like we'd become close enough. And she hooked up with him. I was mad. I took it too far. I made a video. I thought it'd be a fun story time. It ended up being like an insane beef.
Still on her channel called "My Best Friend Hooked Up with My," or "My Best Friend Fucked My
Not fucked,
Guy.
because I wanted to be monetized. I'd never say fucked.
or something like story time / rant / scandal." It's got like 4 million views.
The entire video was about the worst week of my life. My ex-boyfriend, who I'm now talking to,
but that's not
again,
what it's called.
fucked on me. Yeah, no, at all. And
you're like, I'm better now.
I made this video, and then she made a video back, and it was beef, and it was this whole thing. I was
But at the
wrong
time-
for ever the video. I was definitely exaggerative
And I was wrong
and
for
dramatic.
hooking up with the guy. So we were both in the wrong.
And we both are very much like my perspective or the highway, I think. And at the time, at least, our videos might have given that.
Mine was called "To Tana from Mindy." She called me Mindy. And by the way,
I'm like, who's Mindy?
I didn't do social media at the time. So I was just a strange person who all of a sudden,
Who I cared about.
but she posted
I
this
love how
video.
you say a strange person.
Well, it was just like the only thing that I was known for at that point was just that. Like I didn't have any
I
social
always
media
give
presence
people
at
names
all.
in my story times. And to be fair, I never thought people would find it. To this day, I probably uploaded 200 story times. And I would say when it comes down to people finding the people in the story time, that's in
She's
the top
like
3.
She's blonde, 5'3". She like literally
No,
described
definitely
me in
didn't.
such
No.
detail.
I did not say that.
in your defense, I've
I'm
been
still
this.
mad.
Wait, I'm actually not in your defense, but just from I one time told a story, did not use her name. I said where she grew up, and I said all of these things about her. And
People found her tenfold.
they found her, and she went on TikTok. She's like a huge TikTok star. And she made like a 4-part thing about what I said.
Yeah.
And I lost sponsors. Like it was crazy.
No, but I feel you 100%. Even in those moments, I was kind of like, oh, like I didn't want people to find you like that.
No, yeah, they found me.
But I definitely probably gave too many details. Even the guy in the video, that's the guy that like we both
They knew
hooked up with.
every single
They found the guy.
character.
He started selling shirts on a clothing line in graphic design of the video. Like was making graphic designs about the video.
Okay.
Because there was a movie
Because
theater.
there were so many people finding him that he was like, I'm gonna capitalize off of this, like as well, you know? And
I did not capitalize. Actually, yeah, I did.
yeah, you monetized.
Wait, I
you
totally
monetized the
did.
video. And no, but eventually we became friends again. And if anything, I think we were 10 times closer friends after all of that.
It did. It
than we
sounds
were
crazy,
before.
but like I feel like a big fight sometimes will really like make or break a friendship. Like, and most of the time it like
No, and I feel like weirdly once we came back together, we were like, that was lit. Like we're cool
it's
now.
so like I feel like people still hold on to it now, and like that affects like the way a lot of people at least think about me. But I like
Really?
Me as a dramatic ass
Really?
fucking dumb bitch.
well, people like because I mean, obviously, like loyal Tana fans and stuff, they're like, "Fuck that girl." But like,
I definitely think that most loyal Tana fans love the podcast and love you. And
I hope
every comment on the podcast is about Brooke and not me now.
No,
Like,
that's
we
not true.
thrive.
I don't
Things-
know.
But
we got over it, and it's funny now.
I'll never forget the night we made up. We were like sobbing in a fucking house
Hysterically.
party, hysterically sobbing.
And
So-
so her ass on the roof that night.
Someone ate my ass on a roof.
Oh,
I came downstairs.
I thought you were like, I ate her ass.
No, that's how we made up. Yeah.
That would have been honestly kind of fun. No, I got my ass ate on a roof, and then I walked down from the party and I saw Brooke, and then we hysterically sobbed. And
and now we have a podcast.
I love that.
so much has happened in between. Sincerely, it was like we look at it now as like a blip in our friendship, like a blip on the map, and it brought us closer.
Okay, but you guys have moved on, besties.
Super.
Yeah.
Do you guys live? You guys don't both.
We don't live together.
No, but you always have people over, right?
A lot of the time, a lot of it's work.
So the ayahuasca?
Back to the ayahuasca. By the way,
How was it?
By the way,
How was it?
so I spoke to her.
Is she okay? I know
She's
how she
fine.
is, but like you can tell me.
She's
It's
fine.
your show.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. So my mom tells me she's going to do ayahuasca. Actually, how this happened, I'm going to keep this brief, is I was out with my friends. A lot of my friends were on mushrooms. I was not, but I was on certain things, alcohol, who
Wait,
knows.
What?
And my mom texts me and she says, under no circumstances can you call me tonight, Sofia, because your ringer is on for emergencies and like you cannot get a hold of me tonight. Okay, so me, drunk, I'm like, someone kidnapped her. There's something horrifyingly wrong. Then it comes out a few hours later that she went to this ayahuasca ceremony, and they didn't do ayahuasca, but it was like this precursor to the ceremony where they did something cacao, like something, some drug. I don't know what it is. Okay, cool. Fast forward.
Peyote.
It was not peyote. Fast forward to a couple days ago, my mom tells me she is going to do ayahuasca. She's going to do the full ceremony, a shaman, everything. The interesting part about it is that it was going to happen
In West Valley.
Yeah. And we're not going to.
But like I don't think anyone really knows what West Valley is.
They don't. No one knows what West Valley is. What West Valley
Well, first
is.
of all, it's in the United States.
It's in Utah. It's a city. And it's fine, and it's great, and it's fabulous. It's known for a lot of crime. One of the most dangerous places in Utah, basically, period. And when my mom told me she was going to be doing an ayahuasca ceremony in West Valley, Utah, I had a visceral reaction. It was a little worrisome.
Well, yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't go there often, but I do know that like they shouldn't be doing ayahuasca ceremonies because like that's very illegal in the United States. Like that's only legal in Peru, I'm pretty sure.
That's true.
So if you're doing it in your backyard, I feel like it's really sketchy. Also, I did text her on my own.
Yeah.
And I said, I was like, you know, girl, you good? Are you live? But also we did talk and she did not, they didn't say anything about eating food or, you know, what to eat before.
Right. Because there's this whole thing with ayahuasca, which
or
by the
even
way,
journal. I was like, oh, you've probably been journaling all day. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, you're doing ayahuasca. Like, aren't they having you journal? Isn't that like part of the process?
I know.
She was like, they didn't really tell me anything. I was like, what? Well, what about food? Like, have you been eating? Like, I would just assume that you shouldn't be like eating a ton of food. And she was just like, no, they didn't say anything about that.
Oh,
and
no.
then like,
what they did tell her.
And it's in West Valley.
No, they didn't say anything. So
Like,
I have really looked
going there. Okay.
I have looked into ayahuasca because I was about to do it. And I did a lot of research. I talked to a lot of different people that have done it. And it's very
intimate.
No, not intimate. It's what you are supposed to do is not eat certain things, not take drugs, not drink alcohol, not do various the ayahuasca pre-diet. Great, according to shamans. So what does it say? No salt, no sugar, no oil, no spicy food.
Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you probably shouldn't be eating a ton of food before.
So
why didn't they tell her all of this before she's going under the
Why did
Under
the
the
West
IV.
Valley shaman not tell my mom to not do these things? I don't know. The one thing he did tell her, though, is the no sex rule, which I had never, ever, ever, ever heard.
That's weird.
I had never heard that one.
Is it ecstasy?
He's like,
I don't know.
He's like, if you want to take, LSD before ayahuasca, that's chill. Just make sure you don't have an orgasm. I don't know, you guys, but I want you guys to put yourselves in my mentality and my mindset. I get very, very nervous when people around me do intense drugs, which sounds shocking because I hang out with a bunch of people that do drugs. But what I'm talking about
is she okay?
Like, she's fine. My mom is fine. He's known for Logan or Lana Rhodes.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's amazing.
Better than our situations, you know? You're the girl that didn't get the $50 million, and I'm the guy that got hit by a crane. 60 million?
The guy that got hit by a crane, it was 60, but it was split with Barstool.
Oh, damn. So
it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
No,
we're doing great.
30 million?
No, I'd much rather be us in this situation.
1,000%. Okay, so can we talk about the crane incident?
Yeah.
Also,
but don't clip it and put it on TikTok, because then I'm going to see all the comments are going to be like, oh, he won't shut up about the crane, you know?
I mean, story of my life. Like, I just left an interview where I had to talk about my situation for 2 hours straight.
Yeah. And it's like, that's what they'll clip, and then it looks like that's all we're talking about. But that's what people want to know, so. Well,
I was going to ask like deep questions that are actually interesting. I wasn't going to have you like relive it and recount the whole thing.
Okay.
People can just Google that.
Yeah. There's a whole docuseries on it. Just go watch that if you want to find out what exactly happened. But that's kind of watered down because we were still friends at the time. So I let him edit that, which was fucking stupid because. So
wait, there was a docuseries that you guys made? You and David Dobrik.
Yeah. Well, once it happened, I was embarrassed that it happened, so I was like, because it was a prank on me, and I was like, I don't want it to just be like, I'm at the height of my career on my own. Like the barbershop show was crushing. Everything was going great for me. And there was the pandemic. We had some free time. We're like, all right, fuck it. Let's go try this. End up going on this thing, thinking it's like nothing dangerous is going to happen.
Yeah.
The kid tries to fucking, whip the thing around, and it changes my life forever. So, yeah, I didn't want people to just have that and be like, oh, you wanted to do it. You're a fucking idiot. Like Tosh.0 videos or something, when somebody would end up on like ridiculousness or something.
Yep.
And you laugh at them getting really hurt, because it's funny to see. I guess, it's funny to see people get hurt,
See, I've never been.
I don't think that.
I don't think that humor is funny. I never have.
Yeah.
Also, I've always thought, is that are they okay?
Are they dead? Yeah. Especially like the random ones on the internet that you see. So I didn't want it to just be a random video that's out there and then you never see anything from me again. I wanted to tell the story where it makes everybody understand. And then I kind of fucked that up by including the dumbass that did it, the dumb child that's fucking still 19 in his head because he's stunted from the time he got a little clout.
Okay, so you guys, you kind of tried to document what happened, but you included him. You have decided to press charges, right?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Legal team, attorneys are freaking out.
No. It was more just like, take care of this shit. I need to make sure I'm covered for the damage for the shit I'm going to go through. And
he needs to pay for your hospital bills and shit.
Yeah. That's it. It's not criminal charges.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to though.
Then let's
for being a fucking I'm like, how can we sell that? But basically, I think that's super fair. And he did not want to pay for anything.
No, in the beginning, it was all good. But then once it started, the truth started coming out a little bit more, then he started trying to deflect the blame onto me. So that's what a lot of people have issues dealing with, taking responsibility for their actions.
Yeah.
And I'm living with it. I already got to deal with that shit. So, for the kid to be like, oh, it was your idea and this shit. I'm like, are you fucking out of your mind? You're going to put this on me now?
Yeah.
Because you can't take some hate comments?
Yeah.
So, whatever. It is what it is. I feel like I'm actually, the other day was 3 years.
Oh.
On your birthday. It was, yeah, we were just talking about it. Her birthday is my near death birthday.
You know, when you're trying to take better care of yourself, but it feels like an entire second job? That was me. Reading labels, mixing powders, forgetting pills, blah, blah, blah. It was overwhelming until I found Symbiotica. Now I just grab a few pouches from the fridge and I'm good to go. My current MVP, the liposomal vitamin C. It's a citrus vanilla flavor and it's helped with everything from my immunity all the way to my skin looking brighter and dewier and overall better. I also swear by the Shilajit liquid complex. It tastes really, really good. It's hazelnut cacao and gives me this calm, steady energy without the jitters. It's like a full body tune-up in a pouch. And all of this is necessary with the amount of travel I'm doing and being in the hot sun and not drinking water. Vitamins and supplements are my lifesaver, specifically Symbiotica. Symbiotica makes it so easy to stay consistent, and when you feel better, everything gets easier. Go to symbiotica.com/Sofia for 20% off plus free shipping. That's symbiotica.com/Sofia for 20% off plus free shipping.
Sandoval, I feel like he's kind of the same way as Schwartz, but we've crossed into like a little bit of a difference, and this is why. He literally had the chick who was like totally down to not get married, totally down to not have kids, like none of these responsibilities that most people take on as they grow up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't live in Peter Pan world if you want to get married and have kids. It's not fair to your partner. Ariana was so fucking chill.
Yeah.
That she was like, go do you.
Be Peter Pan.
Be Peter Pan. All I'm asking is like, maybe give me a date night once in a while.
Yeah.
And he still fucking did this. So that's why I feel like his is like a real issue where he needs maybe a lobotomy or something.
Yeah. I completely.
Isn't that where they remove your brain and replace it or something?
They stick something up your nose and then scramble like the front of your brain. I think that could be effective for him. Or like electric shock therapy. I'm going to give Schwartz props.
Okay, tell me why.
I think he's kind of pathetic.
Oh.
Like just some of his behavior.
I'm going to give Schwartz props. I think he's kind of pathetic.
A lot of his behavior has been pathetic, and you and I both love Katie. I'm not going to say Team Katie because that's like bullying, but also Team Katie.
Is that bullying?
I don't really give a fuck.
I cannot keep up with what is and what isn't
either.
Anymore.
But we are both Team Katie. I think he's just like a little bit of a pussy. A lot of it. He will not he will not stand up for anything. He just wants everything. He's Switzerland, everything neutral.
Can I tell you what's so fucked up about this though?
What?
Is when the Katie thing happened and she was talking to him about, don't make out with anyone in the friend group. Then I'm telling Schwartz, not only Schwartz, the entire group saying, at this point in time, you have to pick a side, all right? If you choose to hang out with my ex, great, but you're fucking dead to me. And certain people in the group thought that it was so unfair. They could not fathom it. Cut to where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone feels guilty that they were, cheering the Schwartz and Raquel thing on.
Why
People
now?
are forcing to take sides. If you hang out with Sandoval, great, but you're fucking dead to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so interesting how when you suddenly get to experience things firsthand, that, wow, you're handling it in the same way that I did.
Right.
Minus the very dark shit and like custody battle. So now can you understand why I said Schwartz it goes
Pick
back.
me or
Pick a fucking lane. I don't even care which one it is. But don't sit here and say, well, it was only pickleball. It wasn't personal. It is fucking personal.
It is so fucking personal.
It's not personal to you, but it's personal to me. It's personal to Ariana because these two men did us very fucking dirty.
Yeah.
I feel like that's common sense.
Why do I get so triggered?
No, I feel like that is
I'm
common
looking at Jess like, validate what I'm saying, bitch. Smile and laugh.
Smile and laugh. No, I feel like it makes complete sense if you are best friends with someone and someone has done them dirty, you no longer associate yourself with that fucking person.
No.
Easy.
It's very easy. And you can sit there and be like, well, if I went through this, because Schwartz and Sandoval love throughout the season, they love to say, you know, if you wanted to go and be with Katie Sandoval, like, I would wish you guys well. Of course you would, because you ain't got no balls.
0 balls. That's why I call him a pussy.
What normal person would be like, you're my best friend and you're fucking my ex-wife now, but it's all good. No!
Nobody.
Nobody.
But is that just like reality television shit? But him hanging out with Randall, like he wasn't part of the show. Like Schwartz did not need to play pickleball with your ex. There was no reason for it.
No reason at all.
If you are in the friend group, I could see how it would be a little bit more difficult. Or no, you're like, fuck it, no pickling.
No, I said it very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
At some point in time, you have to stand for something.
Yeah. Which was like his biggest issue with Katie. Well, one of.
Pretty much the biggest issue. Besides him making out with people that weren't Katie. Yes, that was a huge issue. Like, how hard is it to pick my side?
He would make out with people?
Yeah. He was a little creeper with the making out.
But it was just
while they were married. Just make out.
I hate that. Fuck you.
We've talked about this before.
We
You said
did?
that the making out you'd be fine with, but like the sex is like the cheating is hard to come back from. Then you also said you've cheated on every boyfriend, and I said this is something we need to look into.
I mean, today, full disclosure, I went to get a Kelly Hermes bag, and I was like bartering with them, and I said, I'm an influencer. I'm sure you have a bunch of influencers that come in here. I'm sure you've like met some that have way more followers. But if I post with the bag, could I get a little bit more of a discount? And they told me to fuck off.
I would assume that Hermes would be one of those closed circles that I'm describing that doesn't give a fuck about your followers.
No, that's like that is the one place you do not drop that line.
No, 100%.
But I mean, no shame. I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm gonna do whatever I can.
Yeah,
you know?
you already fucked the bag up. Wait, is that or was that the one that you traded the Wait, are we talking about this? Oh shit.
No. Okay, you guys know Miss B, aka Celeste. I can't believe you. Fuck you guys. Fuck everyone in this room. Love you, but hate you. I just felt that it was a gift. I felt it was a little bit big. Why are you doing this to me?
We don't have to talk about it.
On my show. I traded it in for something that was a little bit more practical. Shoot me, kill me, stab my eyes out. I'm the worst ever. It's fine.
How do you think I feel? I didn't even know until you talked about that bag that you were talking to someone. That like threw my whole vibe off.
Mike, you were literally hitting on my mom.
That's not true. That's not true. Your mom is gorgeous. Your mom is gorgeous.
Right.
I was doing everything in my power last night to curate an evening for you that I thought that you would find special. I made sure that they played Nirvana radio at the bar that we were at.
So you're lying.
So you recommended a song and I built off of it and said, start this playlist. And me and you sat and we sang all evening long. And I thought we really were onto something. And then at 2:30 a.m., there was a massive brawl outside the bar that we were at, which you tried to get involved in, which...
Ooh, whoa, you just triggered my memory.
I'm sure.
Whoa. I remember that now. And what was I trying to do? I tried to run into
there was
the
like
middle
a
of it.
literal like New York City style like gang battle going on with like Chief Keef times 10. Like just like any second, like I was waiting for somebody to pull out. And you just walked in and you're like, hey, what are you guys doing right now? And I'm like, bro, like they were really going at it. Like they were going nuts, dude.
I want to fucking cry right now. I completely forgot I did that. I was worried. I heard. I heard a girl screaming, and as women,
it was Remy Ma, dude. They were like going nuts. Bro.
I'm sorry. As women, we need to stick together. And I didn't know what the situation was. And if I was screaming and something was happening to me, I would want someone to run up.
You
and
were
see.
about to get shanked. Like you were 2 seconds away from getting
Okay,
shanked.
you know what? Let's follow what Mike would do, and you just ignore. What do they say at the airport? If you see something, say something.
I did not.
Mike is the opposite. Don't do anything.
I'll tell you what I did. I like to observe. When I see that type of stuff, okay. There are people whose brains are constantly working. My mind is at a level of constant awareness of every situation in the room, right? Like to the left, the 3 plaques on the wall for Flagrant 2, Andrew Schultz podcast, to the plant in the back. Like I observe this shit. I don't have to look at it. I know what that entire side of the room looks like. So when a fight breaks out, and especially in that area that we're in, and there was no cops around, like some fucked up shit was happening.
In Manhattan, New York, it's fucking, the crime is what. You can't say it about Manhattan.
You're so right. I should roll that back. what I was getting at was there was no like assistance should we need it. It was very dark. There was no one around, right?
Well, and it's a big city, so I feel you there.
Correct.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
I had taken up a protected defensive position next to a small hut that was built for COVID for people to eat their spaghetti in.
What the fuck just came out of your mouth?
You know those like outdoor huts that they build outside the bars and restaurants?
Yes.
So I went next to a pole and was watching, and you went out with your furry jacket from like I don't know, fucking 9 West or some shit.
From Zara.
Whatever
From
the
Zara.
fuck.
I am a down-to-earth bitch.
Rolled up to them and were just like, leave her alone. Like, leave her alone. And they're like looking at her like they're about to eat her.
Emotions were very, very high because I think the main reason is your relationship with Argentina.
Absolutely.
You were born there.
I was born there. I was yanked from there when I was 15 without having any say, essentially. And
you went to Orem, Utah.
Orem, Utah, of all places.
No.
Imagine leaving.
One of the biggest cities in the world. It was traumatic, and I still kind of put it in a little box and tucked it away. I'm never really think about it too much, but every time I go, something wild happens, and so I'm always on defense, like what's gonna happen this time.
Oh, we know.
Yeah,
we know you're always on the fence.
I was so excited to finally show Lucas Argentina because he had never been. Sofia had been twice, even though she was young. I think she had been. So it was, to me, very emotional to have both of my kids, my favorite people. I'm gonna start crying again because I'm very emotional.
My mom you start crying
at the
when
drop of a hat.
When Queen Elizabeth died.
I cried.
My mom started bawling. We're not in London. We're not in England. You
And
don't
that's
know
not
her
me,
personally.
really. So it must be menopause. Yes, I
What
own
else
it.
did she cry at, dude? She started crying how many times on the trip?
She literally, we were at dinner one day
Or was it
and we were
breakfast?
enjoying, it was
Breakfast.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure
breakfast,
I cried
lunch.
at both breakfast and dinner.
We were
at some
chilling,
point.
drinking, talking, and mom just breaks down out of nowhere. I'm the worst mom ever. I'm
the
so
worst.
Sorry.
We're like, wait, we
Where did that
were just
come
talking
from?
about like some shit on Instagram. What do you mean you're the worst mom ever? Where's this shit coming from? So I understand.
I was not myself on the trip.
Yeah,
That's-
which I get.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. We were supposed to be there. What's funny is we were supposed to be there for the holidays, for like the 21st to the 3rd, and then I found out the World Cup was happening and the final. I planned the trip in September, so I didn't even know. And someone told me, "Oh, the final to the World Cup is the 18th of December." So I thought, "Ooh, what if Argentina just maybe happens to win? How amazing would it be to be there?" The World Cup hadn't even started, and so I changed our flights to be there
For the World
3
Cup.
days early, just in case. And boy, was I right.
Boy, were you right.
Vamos. That was
a trip.
That was the craziest out of everything that happened on the trip. The biggest highlight being in Buenos Aires and like being in the city with the people, watching them win the World Cup on this like TV at a bar with all of the locals was fucking sick.
Amazing.
And how people feel about sports, yes, people are so passionate about basketball, football, whatever in the States. That shit is different in Argentina. It's like religion.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know how to explain it, but
all our uncles and like everyone in our family like lives and breathes soccer.
Yeah.
And
And mom started crying.
Of course.
And my uncle started crying and
my dad, grandpa. I mean, what was so fun that morning though, like Lucas and I, Sofia asleep, trying to wake her up, impossible. Lucas, we had no idea where to watch it. Lucas and I are like, okay, we're scouting a place around the hotel. Somewhere, somehow, we're gonna find a seat. Everywhere it was so full. There was like...
But then you found one.
Lucas went up to this woman and was like, in his like choppy Spanish, ¿nos podemos sentar acá? And she
mom just said it perfect. He's probably like chair here, sentar.
He just nailed that one.
Sofa.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Probably because she wanted him.
Probably, maybe not.
She wanted it.
Don't assume that.
And then she drew the flag on our faces. Her other friend came over and we became best friends instantly.
But it was just, the whole experience was fucking nuts to be there for that. And that's like, that will be one of my best memories ever.
I kept going in this relationship for longer than any normal person would because I saw sadness in this human. I didn't think he's nasty, he's this, he's doing this because I made excuses. I was like, okay, but he comes from this, he's like, you know, he's trying to prove himself. He wants attention. He needs this. I always made excuses, and at the end of the day, I shouldn't have, because I somewhat, to some degree, enabled him to go on with this for as long as he could. And now I'm saying my piece on it, and I should, but it's also like, I wish I didn't put up with it as long as I should have. And if anyone is in that situation of like feeling like people are crossing their boundaries or speaking badly about them or lying about them from the start of the relationship, by the way, he lied about me. On the very first podcast he did after we met, he sat there saying we slept together the day we met. That caused an immense amount of pain for me that I still deal with to this day. And it was not true. Like, it's like, and I let him like do that. I tried to get him to take accountability. He didn't want to. And at the time, having the whole world be against me over something. It was a huge TV show. I'd won the show with this guy. People wanted to believe I did him dirty. I didn't. Right. It was not that way. And like, I had to suffer through that. And while I was dating the person that caused me all that pain and not let him like, he just didn't take accountability. And I was like, what am I going to do? Leave my boyfriend right now?
Yeah.
Like, and everyone else is against me and he's like my safety net.
It put you in an impossible situation, kind of like the situation you're in now. But I think to speak to what you were saying, you know, why was I with that person for so long? Why did I not like see these red flags? The thing is, and I've gone through this myself, obviously, when you don't think that way, when you're not that calculated, you don't know what to look for because your brain doesn't work that way. It
doesn't work that way. And I would never have expected, like, now I see things for the way they are, right? I would never think someone could be as calculated as he was to, after we meet the first day, and I've told him I've won this TV show, I'm here seeing the guy I won with. He knows backstory on me from my season of Too Hot to Handle.
Well, let's back up. For people who don't really know what's going on and all the drama. So you went on a reality show.
Yes. So on the show, me and the guy that I won the show with, we got along great. I thought he was super lovely. It looks as though we left the show dating, which is super annoying, and it's something that he continues to run with, knowing that it's not true. Everyone in that house knows we did not leave that show dating. It was a pressurized situation with 15 production cameras where he asked me to be his girlfriend after 5 days of knowing him. And because I liked the guy at this point, the options were to, one, embarrass him on global TV and say, no, I don't want to, or say yes and then try and understand why he put me in that situation and maybe like take a step back from it. And that's what I did. I said yes. And I put him before me. The next day, we've like had a really good conversation and we sat and spoke about how I've only known him for 5 days. It's very soon to be taking that step. I'm not a fast-paced person and he was just in love with someone else a few days prior. Let's take this slow.
He was in love with someone before he asked you to be his girlfriend.
Okay. So like 2 people in the same 2-week filming TV show and no one thinks that's like strange or anything. They're just like, you cheated. And it's like
this is
we
real
weren't
life.
dating. We broke it off like literally the moment it happened. And he was great about that. He was like on board for that. He even said like the production felt he needed to prove his feelings for me because he was just recently in a strong feeling situation with Francesca. And they made him feel as though he needs to prove himself to me and prove to me that he actually cares. And he goes, now I see like you're a slow-paced person. Let's take it slow. Like I respect that. Like we won the show. I go back to the UK. I'm with my friends for a week. Then we've decided we want to meet up in LA. I'm like, I want to see where this could go. We spent a few days together. It really was not what I expected. And from the bottom of my heart, like I genuinely wished like it went better. It didn't go the way we expected. This was the first time we'd been alone, one-on-one.
Not in front of cameras.
Not in front of 40 production crew, multiple people on the show, you know, constantly monitoring our every move. This was the one time we're alone and it was not the same. He'd mentioned like, okay, when are we going to take that next step? And I was like, we've just started hanging out. Like we've literally just left that environment. We've only been around each other for a few days. So there was a lot of pressure.
Why are we talking about next steps?
Like,
this is the next
like
step right now.
first day I've spent with you out of that environment. Like I kind of want to see where it goes. Like let's just slow down. And it wasn't going well. I've gone on Harry's podcast. We had a great podcast. As you can see, we're both Australian, had a lot in common, but we did not sleep together that day. He knew what kind of show I just went on, that I won it, and that his ex was on it, and that I was the girl from my season that no one could really like get close to. Don't you think for 2 seconds it made the guy look good to say, yeah, I slept with her the day I met her? Why does no one see that?
It's like a publicity thing.
I think he did because he knew what the show was going to come out. He knew people would know I won, and to insert himself in something that had nothing to do with him and gain a mass amount of attention from it when he wasn't even on the show is very true to his character, and he did that. He pulled it off. And when it came to that point of people being like, you're a cheater, I'm his girlfriend, and he would not defend me.
How did you make sure that you weren't just pigeonholed and you were able to like build this brand and turn, you know, that specific time in your life into this huge thing?
I think what I probably did that a lot of other people didn't do was not really care what other people think. So I know a specific person who I filmed with who was saying, oh, I'm the nice girl, I need to be the nice girl, and I can't like deter from that. So she didn't really have an opportunity to like show different facets of her personality, and she's probably not going to get worked with again because she didn't like do anything to make the show interesting.
I love that.
So you can't really be a host if you don't do anything, because if you're a host of something, you need to be able to pull drama out of people and like create scenarios. So I think me just being able to like kind of not take like a role in the production, but to like be able to produce things in the show without being a producer made people that were filming notice that and want to hire me for other things.
That's so smart. I mean, if we're going to just put that in basic, simple terms, not giving a fuck what people think is what's going to...
And like taking a role. Yes. Not just sitting back and letting things happen and like letting other people play you around. Like you have to take a full role in the situation and not care if you're going to be the bad guy and not just focus on coming across like this perfect little angel, because that's not relatable enough. So,
I also think we're in like a time in the world where this is like so much more accepted. I think like maybe back in the day, like you did have to be like the nice girl and like the innocent, whatever, if you wanted this long career. And I think like that facade is definitely diminishing, and people are like, I want the real, I want to see who you are. I want to see you at your flaws. I want to see all these different things.
Right.
Because we're trying to like empower women, right? So it's like, it's that stifling thing like isn't it anymore.
Yes. And I also think that people just in general, they want someone with personality. You know? So you initially went on reality TV looking for love. Like,
yeah,
genuinely.
I mean, I was naive and I thought that they were like, okay, we have perfect people for you here. You're gonna meet someone. The guys are so attractive. So I went into it thinking that I was gonna meet someone, but also knowing like right when I got there and you see the cameras and you see the mics, you're like, okay, I'm here to also film something and make the show as amazing as I can. So it was both for me.
Okay, so your ex, one of them, Harry Jowsey, he said somewhere that he went into the show with the intention of, I'm gonna get famous off this shit.
Yeah.
So did he kind of like influence you to like, did he like kind of tell you like behind the scenes like, girl, let's...
No,
No.
not at all.
So he didn't help you
Harry
out
was boring as fuck on the show too.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
He just
He's
got
lucky-
a personality later.
He's lucky that it was me that was there with him, because any other bitch wouldn't have done anything. No, I mean, I didn't, obviously at the time I didn't know those were his intentions, but everything that's happened since, I quickly realized that those were his intentions, and even everything he did on the reunion and everything up until this very second of the day, it's for attention and to be more famous. So there's no really longevity there, because there's this very disingenuine quality about those type of people, and I mean, I can see right through it.
Right. And over time, people start to.
I mean, obviously, I couldn't see right through it
then
because I was new,
of course,
to the
and you're not that type of person, so you don't know to look for that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to know, how would you instigate drama? Well, first of all, were you drunk like 99% of the show?
Which one?
The Too Hot to Handle.
Too Hot to Handle, we had a 2-drink a night limit, so no.
Stop.
Yeah, the only times that we got more alcohol was if there was like a private suite situation, then they would give you like a bottle of champagne. But other than that, it was 2 drinks a night, so no, we were pretty sober.
Okay.
Perfect match, blackout the entire time.
Okay,
But
I love that. Well, I don't love that, but for any of my young, impressionable listeners, I do not love that. Just would like to clarify. That is fucking crazy. 2-drink rule.
Yeah.
I thought all reality television, they're like trying to like basically put alcohol
I
IV.
think in most shows, yeah, that's what they do. They would like pump you with alcohol because they want you to make like crazy decisions. But on Too Hot to Handle, if everyone was drunk, there would be no money left. So, and my season was a little bit more PG than the rest of them. So I feel like, I don't know what the limit was later on, but 2 drinks.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I appreciate that 2-drink though, because if it was more than that, I think it would have been crazy, but not in a good way.
All right, next question. Hey, Sofia, always been genuinely curious if you have small nipples or one of those rare types with little boobs and massive nipples. The world may never know. I'm going to take a sip of my water for a second. I'm sorry. This question, I'm not even am I going to answer this? No, I am not even going to entertain this question and answer it. My nipples, they are pepperoni nipples, but kind of like the size of a Skittle. And they're brown, but they're also just like pink and cherry red and just kind of nude and blend in with my skin and, yada, yada, yada. And that's it. I'm not answering this question. I mean, I guess I fucking will because I have a sex podcast. My nipples are on the smaller side, just like my boobs are on the smaller side. Yomi, can you help? I'm going to flash you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, here we go. Can you imagine? You would tell him, would you not? I should have fucking flashed you. And then Yomi could have told you because I don't really know. I don't look at my tits that much. Wait, you know what you would do? Is use this fucking footage because this is being filmed for YouTube right now. And would you sell it? Be honest. You really wouldn't? We're that tight that you wouldn't do that. Oh, okay. So you're just a good person. Okay, so you're just a good person. I'm like, damn, like we really we're homies. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Yomi. But also she's a good person. She wouldn't share it. I don't know, Yomi. If you showed me, I mean, I would maybe, I don't know. But your face, let's both fucking go. People are like, what the fuck is happening? Tell me there's not an HR department. Oh, well then, fair game. I'm going to show you my pussy after this. I swear to God. I completely forgot. Wheezy, fucking horrible decisions. Does that shit or records their podcast here. So yeah, we can basically get away with anything. But sir, my boobs and my nipples, my body, my choice, my boobs, my nipples, my choice. Thank you. Okay, next question. Help. I started seeing my boss, and every time we have sex, I notice he keeps his hat on. It's to the point where it irritates the fuck out of me. He only takes the hat off if the lights are off, but during sex, hat on. Eating me out, backwards hat. I just want to rip it off his little head. I honestly don't care, but he's making it so weird. I really like him because he has money and a nice house and me and my friends can party at it. LMAO, any suggestions? I want to be sensitive because he's insecure about it. Should I just let him continue fucking me with it on? SOS, save me, Sloot. The backwards hat while he eats your pussy is something different. That is fucking alarming to me. Holy shit. All right. My advice. There are so many sexy fucking dudes that are bald. Mm-hmm. Bruce Willis, probably not now, but like back in the day. Who's the one dating Rosie Huntington-Whiteley? Jason Statham, sexy as fuck. Oh my God. Like, I mean, dudes that are bald are hot, okay? And the men listening, I would like for you to get that out of your head as well, that you need hair to be hot because it's just not accurate. We fucking hate a hot fish. So girl, if I were you, I would low-key put on the movie Die Hard, Pulp Fiction, whatever movie these hot-ass bald actors are in, and be like, oh my God, look at how fucking hot he is. Pitbull, okay? Example number 3, Mr. Worldwide. If Pitbull isn't sexy to you, I don't know who the fuck is. Wait, go up one. No, go up. Who the fuck is that? Okay, you know what? I don't know what, but put on one of those movies and talk about how hot they are. And if that's too obvious, you know what I would do? I would jokingly just smack the hat off right off his head. Oh, Dwayne Johnson? Hot as fuck. We forgot about him. Hot. Okay. Basically, there is a plethora of hot as fuck dudes. Throw on a fucking show with The Rock and talk about how hot he is.
Ooh, Common can get it.
Common is sexy as fuck. Common also. There's so many dudes, but she can't make it look obvious. You know what I mean? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I absolutely need to watch, this Die Hard movie right now that came out in the fucking 90s. But there's ways around it. I think, though, when it comes to men, because they're so clueless, he may not catch on. You got to be direct. With anything in life, I think being direct is kind of the best way to go about it.
So I'm guessing she's never stayed the night. Because there's no way.
Hold on. She did say something about it in the question. Oh my God, she said, after the lights are out and we are going to bed, then he will take the hat off. So he literally gets in bed under the covers, lamps off, and then throws the hat off.
Okay.
You know what you need to do? This is what you need to do. Make sure you get up earlier.
That's literally what I was going to say.
Right? Make sure you get up earlier than him. Be like, Babe, surprise! I made us breakfast. It's in the kitchen. Be wearing an apron, be naked underneath it, grab him by his arms and pull him into the kitchen. And if he's like, wait, my hat, be like, I'm sorry, what? You're naked. You're in your boxers. Why would you need your hat? Force him into situations where the hat cannot be on his head.
Also, like, no shower sex?
I mean, I guess not. Anyways, yeah, you got to get this guy in situations where he cannot possibly justify wearing a hat. Babe, we're going scuba diving. Oh my God, we're taking lessons because I'm taking you to Bermuda. We're going snorkeling, babe. If he tries to put a swimmer's cap on, then you got it. You're out. You're done. You just got to leave.
Not him being Michael Phelps.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Phelps is one thing. This guy is a completely different thing. It's not fucking happening. Okay. Just call him out. I promise you he will respect it more if you are just straight up with him and say, it does not bother me at all, babe. I think it's fucking hot. Just be direct with him and it will be way better than tiptoeing around because that makes it worse. That makes matters worse and more awkward.